Here we go. There's Robert. Robert, how are you? I'm the fellow that brought the donuts for you here.
Okay.
God bless you. Hope you're feeling better.
Yeah.
Say hello to Johnny.
Hello?
We got a couple donuts and a hat for you. Wonderful.
Robert.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine.
Will you eat this donut for me on the air? Because I do not believe your system will be able to handle this.
He wants you to, Robert, to have a donut right now, if you don't mind. He's worried about you. He says you're getting too thin. There we go. He's having a bite of it right now. Let me grab a little photo. There we go.
Wait, Gino, you must get a photo of this. Gino, for the website, you got to get a photo.
Can we get a picture with the hat on, Robert? Is that okay?
If you just joined us, Gino is in the Robert Cheruiyot's room, the winner of the LaSalle Bank Marathon. And he's making me eat donuts and wear my Brandmeier hat.
I'm going to sit down. I'm going to get a little picture here. There we go. Can you put the hat on? Yeah. Can we get you one eating the donut? That would be great, too, with the hat on.
Gino's playing with the Kenyan like he's a toy.
Take a bite of the donut, Robert.
He's just playing with him in the bed.
Oh, that's a good photo.
Here, eat this.
Oh, it's a wonderful photo.
Good Kenyan. Good little Kenyan.
He's eaten half a donut already.
Hey, Robert.
Yes, sir.
Robert, how did it taste to you? Did you ever eat a Dunkin Donut before?
Dunkin Donuts, American brands on donut.
All right, never mind. That's not what I asked. When will you be released?
I think today, but I don't know the exact time because my agent has to come.
You feel very good, though. You feel great, don't you?
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm fine.
And the only other thing would be great if you could take that hat that I gave you. It's a very special hat to me. It says Brandmeier on it. If you could wear that hat out of the hospital, that would just be invaluable to me. It really would be. It means peace to the world, and it would just be a great message to all of the world when you came out of the Northwestern Memorial Hospital today.
Robert, yes. Okay. You know this gentleman? We talked to him on the radio today.
Okay, you need to leave now.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. We brought Robert a hat and some donuts is all.
Did you take photos of it?
No, not yet. No problem.
Gino, run. Get out.
That's it. He said if I took pictures of Robert, but I didn't get any pictures yet.
They just hung the
That
phone
I'm
up in
going
the
to have to
hospital.
leave.
Yeah, you don't have any pictures, do you?
No.
Yeah, of course not.
I'm not sure I even know how to work that camera, frankly.
Oh, you shooting a picture.
Oh, okay.
Hang up the phone?
Sure.
Because right now what you're doing...
I'm going to have to hang up the phone now, guys.
Step up. Let him answer.
No problem.
Let him answer the question.
But we just said, hey, Robert, would you like some donuts? And
How do you know this gentleman?
we've been covering the story with on the radio with WLUP. Gentleman brought up a good point.
What gentleman?
That's standing here with me now.
May I speak to him?
Yes.
Sir, no.
No, you cannot speak with me. I need my camera back.
Gino, just run.
Gino, take your phone and run out the door.
Well, I've got the phone. I don't have the camera.
Oh.
They won't give me the camera back. We're going downstairs.
Who's listening to me there? Nobody? Gino. He's gone. Gino is now here in the studio in front of me. He has not spoken to me. He has the look of a man who has been beaten. Gino?
Glad to be back.
A couple of questions. Did they take the camera?
They took the memory clip.
All right. They have the camera for sure now? They took not the camera,
Right.
the card from the, right?
Yes, the memory card.
In case you just joined us, this is a press conference for Gino. If anyone has any questions, Gino Giovannuti. State your full name, please, for the press conference, please.
Gino Giovanetti.
Giovanetti. How do I always say your name wrong?
I don't know.
Gino, this is Kent Voss from Brandmeier Media.
Hello, Mr. Voss.
Are you going to charge them with theft since they stole the memory clip out of your camera? Will you be pressing charges?
I have not had time to confer with my attorneys, but obviously that would be something we'd be looking into.
How many times did they hit you?
They did not strike me.
Excuse me, no one did hit you then? Excuse me, sir, no one did hit you?
Nobody struck me.
No one hit you at all. All right, Gino, you say you were handcuffed. Moments ago, you
Yes.
said to Jonathan Brandmeier on the Loop 97.9 that you were handcuffed by Chicago's finest or one of the security guards from Northwestern?
No, Chicago's finest.
All right. And you were handcuffed under for what reason?
Well, originally I think it was trespassing. And they
Gino,
handcuffed
Gino.
me and put me in the car.
Gino, Kent Voss.
Call it Kent over there in the corner.
Yes.
Go ahead.
We're getting reports that you were invited into the room. Is that true?
Yes, I was invited into the room.
Excuse me, could you clarify that? You were invited into the room by the actual winner of the Chicago Marathon?
By Mr. Cheruiyot, yes.
the winner of the marathon.
Yes.
He said to you, come on in, you brought donuts, is that correct?
Yes.
Are you associated with Dunkin Donuts, sir? Were you doing
No,
this
I'm
for
not. I'm not.
Were you doing this
affiliated.
for a monetary gain from Dunkin Donuts? Could you answer the question, sir?
No, sir.
You were
I was
not.
not.
Were you doing it for monetary gain for any reason?
No, I was not.
Could you sum up why you were doing it?
I really was doing it just an altruistic venture on my part.
Could you explain for Jonathan Brandmeier altruistic?
I just want to do something nice for the fella.
What is it?
I just want to do something nice for the fella.
Right, of course. He had a rough couple of days and you wanted to help him out.
Right.
For the record, could you state Dunkin Donuts slogan?
Yes, Mr. Cheruiyot told it to me. America runs with Dunkin Donuts.
That is right.
Runs on Dunkin Donuts.
America runs on Dunkin.
They don't run
Yes.
with Dunkin Donuts because that would impede their running progress.
It weighs them down.
I will only take press conference-like questions for Gino about his experience with the marathon champion. Guy Bauer, go ahead.
Gino, what do you have to say to people, critics, who are saying that you wimped out by not staying and demanding the card, the memory card?
Oh, I think that's easy to say from the outside.
I think the guy who
Can you
actually asked the
elaborate?
question is the one who said that you wimped out, that you should not have wimped out, you should not have left without the card. That's what he said.
Well, I think if Mr. Who's this gentleman?
His name was Guy Bauer.
Yeah,
sir.
I think if Mr. Bauer was there, that perhaps he'd still be in the room, in the interrogation room. And but for me, definitely the gentleman treated me rather well. It was an unfortunate situation, and I obviously chose to get out when I could. And
You're listening to a press conference, Gino and Giovanotti.
there was no
from
way
the
I was
Jonathan
getting back
Brandmeier
the
show.
memory card.
He is now he has been released from the Feinberg Pavilion at Northwestern Memorial Hospital, 255 East Huron, and he was charged with trespassing. They have taken his camera where he went to visit the Chicago Marathon champion. Back to the press conference in progress.
Gino, Kent Voss, Associated Press.
Yes.
In light of the fact that you are handcuffed but never charged, and they have stolen some of your property, how much are you going to sue them for?
Well, as I said, I hate to comment on anything like that until I speak with my attorneys.
What would you like? How much do you want?
Oh, I really wouldn't even
What's a fun amount?
give a ballpark figure right now.
Could I ask a question, Gino?
Yes.
Yeah, John Francis Brandmeier from Brandmeier Show on the Loop.
Yes.
Do you feel your rights were violated at all? As you just heard the question about a lawsuit, do you feel like you were violated in any way, mistreated, mishandled? And do you think possibly the Northwestern security and maybe even at this point the police went overboard here?
Well, I certainly, as I told the gentleman, I felt as though it was no different than if I went to visit my grandmother in the hospital, and they kept reprimanding me for not checking in somewhere. But I didn't see any place to check in. Came through the front entrance, walked right to the elevator bank, took the elevator right to
Just
the 12th
a second,
floor.
please. Wait a second. We're waiting for our press sound effects to come back.
They all got tired.
There we go.
So I just had to follow the signs to his room. His door was open. I saw him through the anteroom there. I said, "Hello, Robert. How you doing? I've got some donuts for you." And so a very peaceful, warm visit kind of got ugly.
May I ask you this? Then, in no circumstances, or there's under no condition, can you say that you were sneaking into the marathon winner's room at the hospital? There was no way you were doing it on the sly. It was on the radio.
Oh, no.
All of your movements were on the radio. You walked right in with the donuts, and he did not in any form or fashion tell you to leave. Would that be a correct statement, sir?
That would be very accurate.
It just seems unlikely that someone who's, I think, over 6'4" and 250 pounds could sneak into some place.
That's right. Yeah,
Carrying 2 dozen donuts.
He's
That backs
practically a giant.
It does back up what he was saying. This is the Gino Giovanotti press conference from the Loop. Gino just back from Chicago Marathon winner Robert Cheruiyot's room from Kenya, the man who was hospitalized after slipping and falling at the marathon on Sunday morning. Kevin is, go ahead, direct. Your name is Kevin?
Yeah, Gino, this is Kevin Ballard from the Filipino News. We read your Miranda rights, and also we're getting reports that there was a cavity search for a so-called second card that was never found.
He said that you were cavity searched and where you read your Miranda rights.
I was not read my Miranda rights.
How about any other character from Sex and the City?
I would prefer not to even comment on the latter part of the question.
Let's go to, well, was there something that you're shying away from then?
No, it's just very personal.
Just 1 second. Hey, Vince, so when it gets like really like something he brings up like cavity search, then there should be more flashes on the sound effects. Should be like when they got something they think's going to happen, like maybe Gino's going to start crying or we hit on a sore subject, it should be more. They should all be yelling. That's a real good press conference then. Let's go now to Brian. Is your name Brian?
Yeah, how you doing? Gino, question.
You don't. Boy, at a press conference, you don't say how you doing.
Well, I do. Hey, Gino,
That's how he rolls.
you charged for cruel trespass due to the fact that you were there during non-visiting hours? That was the reason why they detained you, and we're going to charge you for that?
Were you charged for anything?
No,
Because, once again, that is very unclear.
Gino, Kent Voss,
Kent
Los
Voss,
Angeles
again,
Times.
he's asking a lot of questions.
Yes.
Are you saying you did not see any posted visiting hours on the 12th floor?
No, I did not.
None at all.
Also, they took a photo of me to permanently bar me from visiting the hospital.
We can only hope that your father does not enter that facility anytime soon.
But I could go in for medical treatment.
All right, we are at the press conference for Gino. Has visited the Chicago Marathon winner's room. He was arrested and handcuffed. They took his camera where he took photos of himself with the marathon winner at Northwestern earlier this morning. He was invited in and certainly uninvited out. Ryan, what paper do you represent?
The Daily News.
Go ahead.
I'd like to know if Robert still has the Brandmeier hat.
Yes, to the best of my knowledge, Robert still has the Brandmeier hat.
It would be great to see him come out. Did you have any indication from him today, Gino, that he may wear that hat on the way out of his stay at Northwestern Hospital today?
I don't think so, only because I know he's very concerned that it might conflict with his Nike contract.
The gentleman over in the corner here with the jacket on. Mike, is your name? Mike?
Yes, from the Lake Titicaca Tribune.
Lake Titicaca. Say it slower.
A two-part question.
Could you say that slower for me?
A Lake Titicaca.
Booyakasha.
All right, go ahead, please.
Okay, two-part question. Gino, do you have any criminal past that you'd like to fess up to? And have you ever seen Kent Voss naked? Thank you.
Wow. Press jumped on that one.
I will answer no, I have no criminal record, and in fact, they ran a check on me in the squad car. And like everybody else here, yes, I have seen Mr. Voss naked.
Of course.
Booyakasha.
I don't know whoever that gentleman is that continues to yell Booyakasha. I would like him to be stricken from this press conference. You, sir, in the white shoes and the red tie. Carl, is it? Carl?
Yes, I am from the Times. I would like to know who ate the donuts. And did the police arrest you to get to the donut?
The police, can you hear the question, Gino?
Yes,
Did the police arrest you to get to the donuts, or did they arrest you just because they had nothing else to do today?
No, actually, they were concerned about the time frame, how long I had been in there. And before it occurred to them that they could check the memory clip and get some kind of record just from the photos, their first indication was that I had been in there for at least a half a donut.
Booyakasha.
I told that guy in the corner to stop yelling!
There were rumors that you spent the night with the Kenyan. Is that true?
No, that is not true. But
Were
I
both
did not.
feet on the floor?
Yes, both feet were on the floor.
There was that line of questioning will close this press conference off faster than Lindsay Lohan's legs at one of your parties.
Booyakasha.
All right, I don't know who that is, but I want him out. I really want him out. Don't take my picture. Stop it. Listen, hold on a minute. Oh yeah, that's a nice flourish. I like that. All right, one more question, please. Your name is Tim. You are from what paper?
Swank Magazine. Yeah, I have a
Swank Magazine. Excellent.
Booyakasha.
He's from Swank. Anybody from Cherry or Jugs, put them to the front. Swank, go ahead, please.
I was just wondering if you got a peek under the gown. Did you get a chance to look at the Franken beans, Eric? Did you get a picture of him?
No, I really didn't.
That seemed to be a lot of...
He was wearing a gown, and so he was not nearly in the predicament he was when he was sprawled out on the finish line.
Gino?
Yes.
The question seemed to be yesterday, I think that's what the guy's from. You're from Swank, is it, Tim?
Yes, I am.
Are you doing a full-page spread on this? Did you get the picture of him yesterday in the Sun-Times?
Exactly, and that's what we were wondering about.
Gino?
Yes.
It's time to go. Wrap it up.
Who's
We
that?
have to
Who's
move
that,
on.
Gino?
It's my publicist. I'm sorry.
You got a publicist? You just walked.
We have to go. I'm
just
sorry.
a second.
Okay.
You just wait a minute.
No,
lady.
I'm sorry. It's
Wait, you
go.
wait a minute, lady. He just walked from Northwestern over here, and he got a publicist in 20 feet.
That's right, and it's time to go. I'm sorry.
All the precautions, all the necessary red tape we had gone through, and I thought I was taking the Kenyan home for good.
That's what I wanted you to do. Bring him the donuts and bring me the Kenyan, so that we can stop the Kenyans from procreating and winning all the races here in Chicago.